Napoleon Bonaparte is one of the most influential and controversial figures in world history. Rising from modest origins to become Emperor of France, he reshaped Europe through military genius, political reform, and relentless ambition. Loved by supporters as a heroic reformer and feared by enemies as a ruthless conqueror, Napoleon's life is a dramatic story of power, war, brilliance, and downfall. His legacy still shapes modern France, law, warfare, and leadership. Early life and background, 1769–1785. Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio, Corsica, a Mediterranean island that had recently been taken over by France from Genoa. His family belonged to the lower nobility. His father, Carlo Bonaparte, was a lawyer and local official, while his mother, Letizia Ramolino, was strong-willed, disciplined, and deeply influential in shaping Napoleon's character. Corsica had a strong sense of independence, and young Napoleon grew up feeling like an outsider in France. This feeling of being different stayed with him throughout his life and helped develop his fierce ambition and determination. At the age of 9, Napoleon was sent to France to study at military schools. He struggled socially because of his Corsican accent and modest background, but excelled academically, especially in mathematics and artillery science. In 1785, at just 16 years old, he graduated and became a second lieutenant in the French army. The French Revolution and rise to power, 1789–1795. The French Revolution began in 1789 and completely changed Napoleon's destiny. The collapse of the monarchy created opportunities for talented officers. Regardless of noble birth, Napoleon supported revolutionary ideals such as equality before the law and the end of absolute monarchy. His first major success came in 1793 during the Siege of Toulon, where he played a crucial role in defeating royalist forces supported by the British. His strategic brilliance earned him national attention and promotion to brigadier general at the age of 24 in 1795. Napoleon saved the revolutionary government by crushing a royalist uprising in Paris using artillery. This bold action made him a hero of the Republic and earned him command of the Army of Italy, Italian campaign and military. Fame, 1796–1797. Napoleon married Joséphine de Beauharnais in 1796 and soon left to command French forces in Italy. Despite having poorly supplied troops, he achieved stunning victories against Austria and its allies. Napoleon's Italian campaign demonstrated his unique military style. Fast movement surprise attacks, brilliant use of terrain, strong leadership. He defeated larger enemy armies repeatedly and forced Austria to sign the Treaty of Campo Formio, making France dominant in Italy. Napoleon returned to France as a national hero, admired by soldiers and civilians alike. Egyptian campaign, 1798–1799. Seeking to weaken Britain, Napoleon launched an expedition to Egypt. Militarily, the campaign had mixed results. He won the Battle of the Pyramids, but the British destroyed the French fleet at the Battle of the Nile. Despite military setbacks, Napoleon brought scientists and scholars to Egypt, contributing to major discoveries, including the Rosetta Stone, which later helped decode ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Politically, Napoleon used propaganda to portray the campaign as a success, protecting his reputation back in France. Coup of 18 Brumaire and becoming first consul, 1799. In 1799, France was unstable, and the government, the Directory, was weak. Napoleon returned secretly from Egypt and led a coup d'état on November 9, 1799, 18 Brumaire. He overthrew the government and became first consul of France, effectively the ruler. Though France remained a republic in name, Napoleon held real power. Reforms and internal achievements. As first consul, Napoleon focused on stabilizing France. Major reforms: Napoleonic Code, 1804. Unified French laws, ensured equality before law, protected property rights. Education system. Established state-run schools and lyceums. Economic stability, created the Bank of France. Religious peace. signed the Concordat of 1801 with the Pope. Restoring religious harmony, these reforms modernized France and influenced legal systems worldwide. Napoleon becomes emperor, 1804 in 1804. Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French in Notre Dame Cathedral, symbolizing that his power came from his own achievements. Not divine right, though some saw this as betrayal of revolutionary ideals. Many supported him for bringing order and glory to France. The Napoleonic Wars, 1803–1815. Napoleon fought nearly all of Europe in a series of wars known as the Napoleonic Wars. Great victories, Battle of Austerlitz 1805, defeated Austria and Russia, Battle of Jena 1806. Crushed Prussia, Battle of Wagram 1809. Another victory over Austria. Napoleon reorganized Europe, placing family members on thrones and spreading revolutionary ideas. Continental system and growing resistance. Napoleon attempted to weaken Britain economically through the continental system, banning European trade with Britain. This policy caused economic hardship and resentment, leading to resistance in Spain and Portugal. The Peninsular War, 1808–1814, drained French resources and marked the beginning of Napoleon's decline. Invasion of Russia 1812. Napoleon's greatest mistake was invading Russia in 1812. He assembled the Grand Army, over 600,000 soldiers. The Russians avoided direct battle and used scorched earth tactics, retreating and destroying supplies. After entering Moscow, Napoleon found the city burned and empty. Facing winter and lack of supplies, he ordered a retreat. Only a small fraction of his army survived. This disaster weakened Napoleon permanently. Downfall and first exile 1814. After the Russian disaster, European powers united against France. Paris fell in 1814, and Napoleon was forced to abdicate. He was exiled to the island of Elba, though he retained the title of the 100 Days and Waterloo in 1815. Napoleon escaped Elba and returned to France, regaining power for 100 days. European powers quickly formed another coalition. On June 18, 1815, Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo by British and Prussian forces. This final defeat ended his rule forever. Final exile and death, 1815–1821. Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena, a remote island in the South Atlantic. He lived under strict supervision, but dictated memoirs and reflected on his life. He died on May 5, 1821, at the age of 51. Likely from stomach illness. Legacy of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon's impact on history is enormous. Positive legacy: modern legal systems, administrative efficiency, military innovation, spread of revolutionary ideals, criticism, endless wars, massive loss of life, authoritarian rule despite controversy. Napoleon remains one of history's greatest leaders, studied for his strategy, leadership, and ambition. Conclusion: Napoleon Bonaparte's life is a powerful reminder of how talent, ambition, and opportunity can change the world. From a small island boy to Emperor of Europe, his journey is unmatched in history. Though his empire fell, his ideas, laws, and influence live on, making him one of the most unforgettable figures in human civilization.